And this is Fox 10 Talks. Good morning, everybody. I'm Ron Hoon. We have a story that we are continuing to follow for you this morning. Boy, I hate to talk about something like this, but we're digging into it and we're trying to get as many answers as we can. A murder case that developed out of a normally quiet North Phoenix neighborhood on Christmas Day. And just trying to piece together some of the details gives you the indication that law enforcement has got some work to do on this one for sure. There was a man who was shot and killed inside a home in this area right around the 101 and 7th Avenue. So we want to cover it for you. Here's what people were saying outside, and as you hear this, you get a pretty good idea as to, well, why were so many questions being asked and yet not answered.
And I saw a young boy, about 12 years old, banging on the door. Nothing, they didn't open the door or anything. And then he ran to the back and opened the gate and ran to the back, and then I didn't see anything.
It's kind of a shock because we're a very quiet neighborhood and nothing like this has ever happened.
Yeah, this is a really quiet neighborhood. We really don't have any issues over here. We're all pretty tight-knit. We're all family, friends out here hanging out. It's a holiday, so pretty surprising to see something like that.
Yeah, you can imagine. Surprising to say the least, and when we heard from the one witness who saw, here it is, it's Christmas Day, and you got a 12-year-old boy who certainly shouldn't be having to deal with something like this. We don't know if this was a son or a grandson or a friend or just a neighbor. But this 12-year-old boy is banging on the door of a home. The person who you just heard from heard the bang, the sound of a gunshot. And even though this 12-year-old, which we need to try to figure out a little bit more about who he was and where he, as either a friend or a relative of the victim, what was going on, because he then runs to the back of the house, opens a gate, familiar with the area, and so just a lot to learn in that particular case, and we hope to be able to learn a lot more. And by the way, that happened way up on the north end of town, about 13th Avenue near the 101 freeway, and yet there's another story that we have continued to follow for you this morning, and it has to do with another crime incident that happened also on 13th Avenue. In this particular case, there was a stabbing attack. Now, it's a different part of 13th Avenue. For those of you who are watching in other parts of the country, some of our streets literally can stretch for 20 miles. But this was at about 13th Avenue and Van Buren, again on Christmas Day. There was a stabbing attack. One man stabbed pretty viciously. They had to rush him to the hospital. He did survive, but there were serious injuries as part of the stabbing. And the guy who stabbed him, not a lot of info to pass along. So in both of these cases, law enforcement are asking that you hopefully can come forward if you saw or witnessed or had any kind of clues by calling 480-WITNESS. That's 480-WITNESS. Hey, we have Des joining this morning. Hi, Des.
Hi, good morning.
Good to have you here.
Yes, glad to be here.
And by the way,
Happy day after Christmas.
We got the big chair right over there for Big Mike Pache.
Oh, is he coming down?
Yeah, coming in at about 10:15 this morning. But we also, just as we get the show started, we always like to roll out the poll question for you. Here you go. What is the best plan for health care in 2026? It's close. We're watching these numbers move around a bit. 44% say, look, extend the government subsidies for Obamacare and let's get that done. But 48% say dump Obamacare, send the money directly to us, the taxpayers, and then let us shop for the plans And then one more option is go to full-on government health care, Medicare for all. And the YouTube poll question, by the way, we just launched this at about 9:30 this morning, but we're already over a couple of hundred votes. And on this one, Des, you can see the numbers are different, as they always are.
Very different. Yeah, 53% saying, you know what, let's go full government health care, Medicare for all. 34% just want to dump it completely. 13% want to extend those subsidies.
Okay, so we will see exactly what goes on there. Another story we're following this morning, and boy, this is a rough one to have to report, but on Christmas Eve, you had law enforcement and first responders having to respond to a situation where two men were killed after being struck by a train in Flagstaff. So that's Christmas Eve that night. Investigators say that one man fell onto the tracks. Now, if you're familiar with Flagstaff, those train tracks, they run right through the heart of town. It's over there, about a block or so away from City Hall. And the second man saw him fall and jumped onto the tracks to try to pull him off, and they weren't able to get that done in time. So both men were pronounced dead at the scene on that story coming in from Flagstaff. It's just almost unbelievable, Des, just the amount of either violence, call it bad luck, whatever it is, that impacted Christmas Day and Christmas Eve here in our state.
Yeah, when I hear these stories, all of them, I just think of the families, who's getting a terrible phone call,
right?
If they don't know that they've lost a loved one, or, you have this person who tried to do the right thing, save their friend or family member, and it takes them too.
I can tell you, having a family member who lost a son over Thanksgiving many years ago, it stays with you for the rest of your life.
Oh, absolutely.
And so it's just, it's heartbreaking for all of these
Especially
families.
A child.
I know.
I could not fathom that. My heart, it doesn't matter how old your child is. Like, you never, ever want to have to go through that.
Yeah.
So
it changes the holidays forever.
Yeah.
And, just before you got here, we were talking about that case of the 12-year-old boy who's running around in a neighborhood after a gunshot sounds. And we're trying to figure out, was he a son? Was he a grandson? Was he a nephew? Was he a friend? Was he a neighbor?
A neighborhood kid riding his new bike that he just got? Or...
Yes.
Yeah.
Right?
Devastating.
So,
he had to be around that.
All of that happening. Okay. So the thing about it is there are also good news stories on an everyday basis, and Nicole has such a good report for us. There was a lady trapped in her car out in a part of Mesa I'm really familiar with the 202 right there, kind of where Brown and McKellips and McDowell Roads cross the 202. And she gets stuck in her car, and she can see the smoke and smell the smoke, and a Good Samaritan comes to the rescue. Check out this report.
I'm so thankful to God and to those people.
Andy Scouten says she was about to pull off McDowell Road onto the Loop 202 last night when her car shut off and she noticed smoke.
I called my mom. I was like, hey, my car is smoking, and I've tried to get out. I tried to open the door and everything's locked.
Andy's mom, Kim, told her to call 911 and immediately headed toward her trapped daughter.
I had my son looking for her location and we couldn't see her. And so I felt so helpless.
But before first responders or Kim got to the scene, Andy says a stranger in a white truck pulled over, trying to help.
He's like, your car's on fire, you need to get out. And I was like, I can't get out. I was just like, yeah, you can break my window. And so he started pounding on it, I think with either his fist or his elbow, and it just wouldn't break.
Soon, Andy says there were multiple men trying to get her to safety.
And one of them had a screwdriver or a bolt or something, like a drill bolt or something like that, and he smashed in my window and knocked all the glass out for me, and then pulled me right out,
jumping into action and potentially saving Andy's life.
I'm so grateful to them. My mom was, I didn't even think about it, but my mom was saying if the gas had caught fire, the car would have exploded.
These men just stepped in and took over and gave me the best Christmas present. We were able to all go home as planned and open gifts together, and it was just It was just a huge blessing.
And as a family of faith, Andy and Kim believe there was some divine Christmas intervention taking place.
Do you think that this was a Christmas Eve miracle of sorts?
Yes, yeah, the Lord definitely protected me. You know, it was in his providence that I wouldn't die last night. So, yeah, he definitely sent those people to protect me.
Wow. Okay, so Nicole's report right there. And I mean, she's putting it, Des, in a very succinct. Hang on, I'm trying to punch up the two-shot button. You know, it's it feels like a Monday, although it's a Friday.
It does.
Yeah, we were off yesterday.
Yeah.
But here we go. There's that two-shot button. You know, but I mean, you can't blame them for thinking it was a miracle, because when you smell the smoke and you're trapped in your vehicle, which, by the way, talk to your dealer. A lot of cars have some kind of emergency lever that you can pull or something that will still get you out of the car. But in this situation, if that guy hadn't been there with that device that was breaking the windows, you hate to think about it.
Right. And you just have to come out of that just so grateful that he stopped, right? Because how many people just either would not stop or didn't realize what was even happening, that she needed assistance that badly.
Right.
So just incredible that he stopped and just was able to help her. And it sounds like I wonder, was he a construction worker or of the sorts? If he had a drill, or if he had one of those tools that broke a window, then it's like, how even more blessed is that he had the tools to be able to do that. So
it's interesting because that's a really good point. This guy, he had to be there if you believe in guardian angels, he had to be there at the right time with the right kind of device, because in another minute, who knows, another 90 seconds, 2 minutes, smoke would have turned into flames. We see that all too often. Then, of course, passersby would be like, oh, gosh, it's an emergency situation. But by then, the vehicle would be too hot.
It could be too late. Yeah.
Oh, boy. Okay. So there you go. We are sure glad. By the way, she still wants to talk to that guy because he left before she could thank him.
Oh.
So if you have any idea who he is,
it would be amazing to connect the two of them.
Yeah, you could contact us even here at Fox 10, and maybe we'll help.
Yeah, we can help make the connection.
Yep. All right. Oh,
Mystery
look at this.
cam?
How about this?
Ooh, this is a pretty one.
Give us your guesses, everybody. Little curve on the freeway right there. Hey, also another surprise. Big Mike Pache joins us in 2 minutes. Okay, everybody, we've been looking for your guesses, and Des, pretty active again today. You know, a lot of folks have the day off, so we have a good-sized audience, and we're getting some guesses.
Yeah, Husky Mom thinking it could be Tennessee, Pennsylvania from Thomas, Arkansas, Louis Gonzalez. Troy, you're new. I haven't seen him in the chat much, have we? Washington, or maybe Tacoma. Darla is guessing Oklahoma. Well, her fiance is guessing Oklahoma. She's thinking it's Alabama. All right, we're a little all over. Linda,
we
Massachusetts.
Really are all over. You know, I'm trying to think about Troy's guess because, first of all, he lives in Washington, if I recall, but down in the Vancouver area. But you're right. He'll hop on, hop off. We're glad you're here today, buddy. But I just drove through Tacoma. I mean, it feels like it could be just because of the woods and everything, just the hills around there. Anyway,
I don't know. I'm kind of stumped.
David is liking Boston. I think I'm going to jump in with David. And Linda, by the way. Linda's an expert player.
Yeah,
Good
I was going to say
morning,
Massachusetts as well. This kind of looks Buffalo-ish because we have something called, it's the 33 that cuts through like downtown Buffalo, and there's the Buffalo History Museum and the Art Museum. And that building off to the right kind of looks like that. But the homes are throwing me off.
All right.
So,
well, we're both going to go Massachusetts then, or are you going New York?
Yeah, I'm going to go Mass.
Okay. Mike, what do you like?
I'm going to pull out, I'm going to go try Cincinnati here.
Cincy?
Really? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, city built into the hills
too.
for sure. And ladies and gentlemen, here she is. Oh, we have that headroom situation. And you got an extra Hooner shot.
Bonus.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Oh, there we go.
We're all off.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Closest without going over Price is Right rules would be Mike, because Cincinnati is not too far away.
Thanks, Dave.
That's good.
That was Tennessee.
I love Chattanooga.
I've never been.
There was this is actually really interesting. They had a battle in the middle of the Civil War that was fought in November on a cloudy day. And down in the city, they could hear the Confederate and the Southern and Northern armies going after each other. Up in the mountains, in the clouds, it was called the Battle Above the Clouds.
Oh.
And nobody knew what was going on. You could just hear it.
Wow.
Yeah,
wow.
Really interesting.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So Chattanooga's got a kind of an amazing history behind it as well. So, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, Mike is here, and we are talking about the fact that now this day after Christmas has a new name. It's called Returnuary. Here are the numbers, you guys. You tell me if this surprises you at all, either one of you. Well, in fact, Mike, let me ask you, what percent, and you have retail experience.
Yes,
so
yeah.
you're highly qualified to answer this. Of all the Christmas presents that got purchased over the last however many weeks and opened in the last day or two, what percentage of gifts are returned on average every year?
I'm gonna go 35%, guys.
Wow.
I'm thinking that, it might just not be the right look for the person, right? The color. But I'm not gonna go 50 just because I feel I feel like people are appreciative and they don't want to be mean.
Yes. Right.
That's where I'm at.
Oh, you haven't met my mom. She'll open it and be like, "Nope, returning."
You'll get an automatic receipt. Oh, wow.
Yeah, we're just like, "Here's the receipt, Mom."
She just puts it right into the stash over.
That's going back. Yeah, I don't like that color. Yeah,
good for her.
I'm going about 20%.
Okay, you're about right, Des. It's 17%.
Okay.
Now, Mike, you of course have retail experience. For our audience, our vast audience who doesn't know about this, you worked in retail before you got into this business.
Yeah, my high school and college job was I worked Carson's in Chicago suburb.
Oh, yes.
Okay. So it's like a Dillard's out here. And, we'd always brace for the day after because it was like, it was almost like Black Friday, but instead of people buying the stuff, it's now coming back. It's the reverse style. But yeah, you would get inundated the day after.
Yeah. Were there ever any issues with it, or was it just a sort of a slow, steady process?
Oh, no. It was, I always wanted to open that that day because I never wanted to. Because all you would do is, you take it, return, give the receipt or return, and then you plop it in the back.
Okay.
You never want to be that person though at the end of the day closing and then has to then take all that stuff and put it back out.
The tricks of the retail trade here.
Yeah.
I worked retail too, and I don't know about you, but I could not stand the holiday rush and how messy everybody was. I just felt like, dang, everybody's so disrespectful to the merchandise. Like, it's thrown on the floor, clothes are in a pile.
Especially
as soon as you fold it, it would be a mess.
Oh,
2 seconds
and
later.
it was always like, once you were like maybe cleaning up or organizing stuff, that's when people wanted to seem to, be shopping
they
right
wanted
around
that
you.
item.
Yes.
You're like, really? Right now?
Yes.
If you could have met at the door before you even walked in, you could have done a swap.
Right.
And you didn't have to even bother Big Mike.
Yeah.
Des, I always think of you, though, working at the ice cream shop. Where did you work retail?
Yeah, I did retail, too. And I only did it for one season because I didn't like it because of that. Like, the customer's just not always the greatest. But I worked at a place called Bonton, so similar. It was like a Dillard's, JCPenney.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
You've heard of Bonton?
Well, and then years later, get this, guys, Bonton would buy Carson's.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I'm like, look
You
at
guys
that.
were like co-workers and you didn't even know it.
Yes.
Okay, so Bonton used to have, and which is what I miss. So many stores have gotten rid of this for the holidays. We had a gift wrap station in the back of the store.
Oh, okay.
So you could go pick your gifts and wrap them, and then it was free. And then they had to pay the next year.
Oh, yeah,
and then it went away eventually.
right.
But
So-
that's so funny. Look at that, we're connected by Bonton.
By the way, in the chat, you guys can join us if you have any good return stories. We would love to hear about that. But the other thing I was just going to mention, not only is it Returnuary, which to me, I think is a new name.
It's a clever name.
I don't remember us talking about it before.
Yeah.
However, it is also, did you know this? National Whiners Day.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Do you have anything that's worth kind of whining about? People are encouraged to have a little fun, complain about whatever it is. By the way, apparently the top complaint is Christmas gifts that, you didn't want. Come on. I feel like, shouldn't this be reserved for Festivus, which is the day for the traditional airing of grievances?
No.
In
Sure.
Festivus,
Sure. Sure,
Right?
yeah.
I don't know. Anything
wanna
on your
hang on
mind
to
to whine
that
about here, either one of you guys? Because I've got something.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll go fast then. The only thing that I could think of right now, grocery stores, right?
Yes.
The self-checkout area, okay?
Oh, yeah.
I don't mind if someone has, 15 items. That's fine, okay? What I do mind is they're acting like it's the first time they're doing this. Yeah. If that's the case... You need to go just in the regular checkout, because...
If you can't find the barcode.
Yeah,
Correct.
it's like...
Yeah.
Okay. If you got a bunch of veggies or, you got to weigh it, it's like, oh, come on now. Come on.
Come on with the produce. It's so true.
You see it at every, it's not one grocery store, it's every, grocery store that you can see it across the board.
Yeah.
What about you guys?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, how so many. How much time we got? I don't know.
A whole hour, Des.
Me, when I order pizza and there's not enough sauce.
Ooh, yeah.
What is going on? Who likes dry pizza?
Right.
No,
I need extra. And then I'm like, why do I have to ask for extra? You didn't put any on it to begin with.
Yes, yes.
Oh, and the Chipotle, when I asked for more chicken, oh, well, it's extra. No, it's not.
Yeah,
you put on like not even half a scoop to begin with.
Yeah, right. You look and you're like,
my
look at all
order's
that
right.
chicken you guys have there. You can't spare me like 3 more morsels?
Right?
Yeah.
No, now they're going to say, oh, no, you buy the extra protein bowl for $4.
Yeah,
they're gonna
true.
say that.
Yeah.
Oh, I got to go hit up Chipotle. That just started.
Yeah, that's just started.
On the 23rd.
Yeah,
So
I
here's,
still love Chipotle,
here's
though.
my main complaint. Did you guys happen to watch any of the NFL games on Netflix yesterday?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I did not, no.
So here's the situation. I am on a roll about Netflix, trying to act like they're big time, like Fox, CBS, NBC, etc. So it's Christmas Day. And guess what? We're kind of busy, all of us, on Christmas Day. I can't exactly plan my day to the exact minute that you want to put the game on. So, we're getting busy. There was a morning game on Netflix, and then there was that afternoon game, which was the Vikings.
Sure.
Right? So we're really busy with all the Christmas Day activities. And by the time I sit down to watch that game, which was around 6, I think, maybe 6:30 would have been shortly after it ended, I go to Netflix and guess what it says?
The
expired.
Oh.
Dave, did you have that situation yourself?
Yeah, I saw it. It's pretty intense. They want you to watch to the minute, which goes against everything we've learned from streaming.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Wait, so you have to watch it live, otherwise you miss it.
This is outrageous. Here's our deal as the American public.
He brought a real grievance.
With the
like
network.
a real grievance.
We will give you money. And you put the game on, and we'll watch it whenever we want to watch it, and it fits into our schedule. You can't expire. Oh, look, even Brian's approving here. You can't expire a football game.
No.
See, he's mad about the game. I'm just salty that I missed Snoop Dogg yesterday. I'm like, what?
That halftime show was great.
It actually was.
Yeah.
I mean, Andrea Bocelli at
I know.
the end,
Yeah,
singing
that
White Christmas.
I know. That was a group.
But seriously,
I
don't
need to go back and
act
watch the
like you
highlights.
are some kind of big-time network if you can't figure it out. Stick to showing movies.
I have a question.
All right.
So if you had put the game on when it was live at whatever time and then paused it, could you have left it on pause and then gone back to watch?
I actually don't think so, because I watched a little bit of it earlier, and by the time I sat down to watch it, it just said expired.
Ooh.
And Big D had the same experience. And you got to call them out. I think there is a real pushback. What makes Netflix think they're so special that they can do that? Because even the other streamers have figured out how you can watch it later.
Sure.
Expired? I mean, it just makes you feel like Netflix is so second class. Don't act like you can keep up with Fox or CBS or NBC or any of the rest of them.
The beauty of Fox 10 Talks is we never expire.
What's that, Dave?
I said the beauty of Fox 10 Talks is we never expire.
Maybe
you
we
can watch
should.
us
No, I'm just
days later, weeks later, months later. Just have yourself a binge watch whenever you want.
Okay. Well, anyway, their Bush League is Netflix's Bush League. I gotta call them out the way they are.
Ron is all calling out Netflix. Meanwhile, they're trying to buy Warner Brothers.
Oh, good. I mean, great. We'll see how that works out. Anyway, what else? Any other wines? Because we got to get right to a break.
I mean, the real complaint, the cost of living, but I mean, let's not go there.
I did notice paper towels.
Are egregiously priced. Why are they like over $20?
They're down $1 at Walmart because I have all the prices memorized, and I was putting in an order for pickup later today. And the paper towels are down $1. So I'm just saying.
You love Walmart, but I got a bone to pick with them.
Really?
I went in there to grab some things, and you know me, I'm like a fan of Aldi's.
Yes.
And why are the eggs like over $3.50, almost $4?
To be continued. Okay, everybody, welcome back. So yeah, we have that video for you. Big Mike hanging out with us for a few more minutes. Day after Christmas.
Looking at the chat, Husky Mom, LOL, Ron, so random. Paper towels.
Right? But I think it was Jared from Sonora saying, way to go, Ron, take on the big issues.
I know. We're like talking about our food orders, and you're talking about self-checkout.
Yes.
Don't mess with our football.
No.
Anyway, okay.
Yeah.
So, hey, we really... You know what's interesting is my sister and her husband went over a few days ago to California to see their daughter. And the Mike, my sister's husband, says, do you think we're going to be okay driving over to Cali? I'm like, I'm sure you're going to be fine. Well, I had forgotten really to check the weather forecast, because would you look at that house?
Oh, yeah. No, Crystal was warning us that, things are going to get really dicey in so many parts of California.
Yeah.
This was this atmospheric river, right? This bomb cyclone and it was a 1-2-3 punch.
Look at that house there. Yeah.
You're
I mean,
right.
that is wild. It looks like they're under cement.
Yeah, that is horrible.
Well, so the thing is, I did see a forecast yesterday that said by the time this atmospheric river is done, which is causing flooding in a lot of places, the snow that's going to get dumped up into the Sierras, which, by the way, they need it. I mean, that feels like they're always in a drought over in California. Could be up to 150 inches of snow.
Wow.
That's like 12 feet.
Wow.
Yeah.
Isn't that incredible?
Yeah.
I mean, there's bad news, good news, it seems like, with all the... Look at that guy's car right there.
Wow.
I mean, that's going to be total.
How do you even begin to clean up from this?
I know. It's
like water will recede, snow will melt. What does mud do?
Yeah, I mean, it's like pretty much like getting cement into your home, right?
Yeah.
Because it's just going to harden and be impossible to move.
Like here, they have to literally dig out.
So that's
Wild.
Wrightwood. And by the way, our producer, Jeff Hillerman, was telling me he was in Wrightwood just the other day. Beautiful, idyllic up in the pines there. But boy, that is a memorable, in all the wrong ways, way to spend Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. But then there was the story that I thought was really pretty interesting of the guy. Did you hear about this? Who, this is in Tualatin, which is a suburb of Portland. And Troy, who is commenting today, lives right across the river there in Vancouver, or Camas, Washington. But there's a neighbor guy who couldn't believe how bad the storm was. And he could hear, the winds are howling and everything else. And a tree comes crashing down on his neighbor's house.
Ooh.
And he goes over to the neighbor's house. Thankfully, the neighbor's okay. But the neighbor slept through the whole thing. Oh. How is that possible?
Threw on shoes and a jacket and sprinted over, ran through the fence, and ran over to check on him, and he slept through the whole thing. It was terrifying. We didn't even know their first names before this. We know all of our closer next-door neighbors, but we didn't know any of the back neighbors. But we know them by name now.
I bet.
Yeah.
How about that, though?
That would be me, though.
You're a heavy sleeper, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice.
My husband has to wake me up.
Really?
Yeah.
He's your backup alarm clock in the mornings when it's time to...
he is the alarm clock. Yeah, I don't hear it. So.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, maybe, and if he was elderly, I don't know, I'm making assumptions here, right? I don't know. Maybe if he was elderly and had trouble hearing. You sleep through it?
Or he could have been celebrating something and...
There could have been some alcohol.
Kept him knocked out.
I sleep with earplugs.
Oh.
And a face mask.
Okay.
Oh, so how do you hear your alarm?
I wake up to KNIX on the alarm clock radio, and I turn it up so loud.
I'm sure your wife loves that.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah. She's a pretty not a light sleeper. She manages to do pretty well.
Okay, so there you go. Good.
So one of the things we've been talking about a lot this year, because we're still frustrated by all these high prices, by the high cost of a mortgage, of rent, of trying to buy a house, groceries, Des, like you were saying. But at least gas is coming down. And so we invited the man himself to come join us. You know him. It's Patrick Haan with GasBuddy. And so, Patrick, thanks for joining us here. It's a holiday for a lot of people. We appreciate your time. Is the downtrend that we love, in 2025 going to continue in 2026?
Well, there certainly could be some ups and downs like we saw this year. A lot of those really courteous, thanks to California. Some of the refinery shutdowns there have impacted not only Arizona, but California, Nevada, Oregon, and Washington. And those bumps in the road could again come back in 2026, but I do expect 2026 to be relatively modest improvement compared to what we saw this year. There's still going to be those ups and downs, but ultimately, with oil prices entering 2026 near multi-year lows, I think it's going to be a good start to 2026, but it could get a little hectic. We have an April shutdown of a Northern California refinery. That would represent the second refinery shutdown in California in the last year. So that could create a little bit of a headache. But I think relatively speaking, it shouldn't be too significant. I do think that gas prices in 2026 will probably be slightly lower in terms of a yearly average than they were this year.
I don't know. That doesn't sound too good for Arizona, though. And can you explain, do you know why is it that Arizona always seems to be above the national average?
Well, again, a lot of that has to do with the fact that Arizona has seen a massive population boom. And California, for its part, a lot of the refineries in the West Coast are in California. Arizona does not have any refineries of its own. And so you're reliant on refineries in California and Texas to supply most of the state with gasoline. And because of a very tight political environment in California, refineries have been challenged in recent years by political agendas, by environmentalists who have put a lot of rules and regulations on those refineries that Arizona relies on. Not only that, but Arizona has its own blend of gasoline, which is different than that of California. So all of that layered together, and it's going to lead to some, continued pressure on gas prices when those refineries aren't operating optimally. And you're going to become more reliant in Arizona on imports of gasoline from as far away as Asia to make ends meet.
Wow. Now, I do remember, Patrick, this was many years ago. I was doing a story on gas prices, and I'm interviewing a Chevron executive over there in California. And he said, by all practical business rules, I should not be putting the gasoline in a pipeline, sending it to you in Arizona, going through that expense and charging less. I mean, we're frustrated over here because we're at $3.15 a gallon. We know the national average is now in the 280s, 290s. But he's like, I'm charging you guys less in Arizona than what I charge in California. I think that's a kind of an interesting dichotomy. What's your take on that?
Well, I mean, it's certainly because California's gasoline taxes are much higher than that of Arizona. So, when you're on a road trip, you're going to notice that every state you cross in or leave, there's going to be a potentially big fluctuation in price. I mean, nowhere more so than on I-10 between California and Arizona, where you cross into California and suddenly the price is $1 a gallon higher at some of those stations. A lot of that, again, because the political environment, gasoline taxes in California are far higher. And even though California refiners are sending gasoline in a pipeline to Arizona, Arizona doesn't have a lot of the costs of the high taxes that California does. And that's why even if the gasoline's coming from outside the state, it can be priced cheaper because Arizona is not subject to California's taxes and rules and regulations. California also has a cap and trade program that essentially is a tax. Refineries have to buy carbon emission credits to be able to operate their plants. And so in California, they pass that assessment along to the end users of gasoline.
All right, we only got a minute left. Let me just ask you that. Would it make a difference, really, if we did finally get a refiner? I think we might be one of the largest metro areas in the country without a refinery. Would it make a difference, though?
Oh, certainly. I mean, if there was a refinery in Arizona, now keep in mind the crude oil has to get to those refineries. That's the other challenge. But the good news is, though, California is tightening regulations on refineries. Pipeline companies are actually now talking about building new pipelines that flow from Texas and Oklahoma into Arizona. And that's going to be something that we'll be watching this year. If those projects move ahead, it could offer a lifeline to Arizona motorists.
Wow. Okay.
That would be huge.
We have the governor on a regular basis. That would be interesting, and we're talking about for sure. Patrick, really interesting. So we'll see what happens on that front as well. Thanks for your time, Patrick.
Thanks, Pat.
Thanks. Happy New Year.
All right. Let's get going on our poll question, you guys. It's not related to gas. It's related to healthcare because, Big Mike, this is going to be one of those issues as we get into the political season in about a week's time. What is the best plan for healthcare? And Des, I'm going to let you jump in here and give us some of these numbers.
Yeah, so 40% of voters say they want to extend the current subsidies. 51% say it's just time to dump Obamacare, send the money straight to the taxpayer and let them figure it out. 9% want to go full government health care, Medicare for all.
Okay, and then, by the way, I'll leave that QR code up for a couple more seconds. We would love to know what you think. We're going to check in with Big D in a moment, but the YouTube numbers are, ooh, look at that. Okay, last time we checked, it was 200 votes. Now it's over 1,000. 13%, only 13%.
That's really flipped.
Yes. Well, see, here's the thing. The QR code poll is everybody who's watching us because we put it up and people grab it, right? This is the whole universe of people out there on YouTube. And so 13% say extend the subsidies for Obamacare. I thought it was going to do quite a bit better than that. 34% are saying just dump Obamacare, send the money to us. That's basically the president's plan, and let us start shopping for our own plans. And over 50% say it's time to do more of a socialized medicine thing and do a full government health care, Medicare for all. Dave, what do you see? Yeah, right. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, a lot of really interesting comments on this. Jake Patton in Queen Creek says, end the corruption in the private healthcare system that hurts all Americans by going to healthcare for all. Tom McGreeny in Chandler agrees, saying, the U.S. is the only wealthy industrialized nation without universal healthcare. Every other developed country guarantees basic coverage as a human right. We're too rich for anyone to go without medical care. Medical care isn't a profit center, it's a human right. And Bill Moritz, 8718, challenges people, do better research. Many countries take around 50% of your income to pay for free health care. Long wait times, limited access, certain care turned down based on your age. It's not all sugar and flowers. So really complicated issue, but it's great hearing from everybody on it.
I love when our commentators put it in phrases that we can understand. It's not all sugar and flowers.
Yeah.
So those Christmas cookies are.
All right. It's time for another break here. And I don't know, Mike, can you stick for 5 more minutes or no?
Oh, yeah, 5 more minutes.
You're on at 11 upstairs,
yes.
right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So we might be pushing it.
Live now, man. There's 100,000 eyeballs waiting for you.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
Thanks, Scott.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back. Thanks for all your comments today in the chat. We got a lot of folks watching, and we definitely love your feedback. That's for sure. So one of the things, Des,
Is that Buffalo?
We go on the air. Oh, was it really? Possibly?
Maybe.
Does that dome, that gold dome?
It's the dome that gives it away.
Church?
I think.
Okay. Is it a church or is it
Let's
City
find out
Hall?
from Dean before
All right, Dino.
now.
Dean texts us all the time with the very latest info.
Yeah.
Oh, 2,000 cameras. That guy's amazing.
Oh my gosh, I know it's so many.
Oh, he just said yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. Then that's the Buffalo Savings Bank in downtown Buffalo. Then
The Gold Dome?
Yeah, the Gold Dome.
Jeez. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it's like the fanciest church in Buffalo.
No.
So it's the savings and loan.
Yeah. It looks like a little bit of snowfall too.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Right. Okay. So anyway, there's this video coming in. We're going to go right to it here because it's wild. If you guys have not seen this video of these thieves, you have to kind of know the advanced story here. They thought they had a plan to break into or I guess basically walk into a convenience store and steal the ATM because, they're just sitting around there. It's not like in a bank where it's in a wall. And they try to steal it. So ready, Des? Let's do it and give the play-by-play. Here they are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he's trying to hook up the ATM.
So, yep.
Yeah.
Thief A goes in, tries to hook the ATM on one end.
Oh, watch this now.
And they've got the cable connected to the other end of the SUV.
Oh, boy. Look at the gift card rotating there, the kiosk. There's what's left of the ATM.
And then the SUV used, too, was stolen as well.
Yeah.
So why not just keep going with that trend of stealing for
All
the
right.
night?
Yeah,
right?
no kidding. I can't wait till they catch these guys. This is in Texas, in a little town called White Settlement. There's another angle on it right there. These guys are all dressed up, from head to toe so as to try to conceal their image. But hopefully they've got more cameras around, anymore. There's cameras just about everywhere. So they've got them inside this convenience store, but where'd they steal this was their plot. They didn't want to use their vehicle. They stole a vehicle, maybe from right in that area. And then this is what happens. And the store is obliterated. And I don't think they got any money out because the stolen ATM was found a few miles away, all beat up like that.
So you go through all that for nothing?
Right.
How
or maybe
insane.
5 years in prison.
Yeah. And then there was someone in the store, too, at that time. Did you see kind of off to the top right?
Oh,
they kind of
really?
scurried away. Well, as they noticed that person ran in and was hooking up the ATM.
Yeah.
But lucky, when that came flying out, it didn't hit somebody in there. But I guess at that point, they're doing this. They probably don't really care who might get hurt in the process.
Yeah, no,
this
that's
is
a really good
wild,
point.
Though.
It is wild. And investigators actually think these guys lost the ATM somewhere along the way as they were speeding out of I could see where you hit a bump, or a sidewalk or whatever, and it goes, reeling off into, looks like some empty field right there. But anyway, good luck to law enforcement in the state of Texas cracking that case. Okay, so
wild.
Let's talk babies. Is that one of your favorite topics, Des?
Sure. I've got 4 of them.
You
I could
got
talk
4
babies all day.
You got 4 beautiful babies.
Thank you.
Which you post about a lot.
Yes.
When's the last time you posted?
This morning.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
What'd you post?
So follow me on Insta at Desiree Fluellen.
Okay.
It was I made a little reel of what we did yesterday. We didn't celebrate Christmas.
Okay, and why?
In the traditional way.
Why?
Because my husband's first year as a police officer. Yep, working Christmas. So
okay.
Yeah. So instead of opening gifts, because he had to go in pretty early. And I want that magic of the kids waking up and the gifts being there and everything. So we went and got donuts and took them to Dad and all the other officers who were on duty yesterday.
I love that. Oh, they were so glad to
nice.
see you guys.
Yeah, and the kids were so excited. So
that is super cool.
A new tradition. Yeah, so we'll celebrate our Christmas tomorrow morning. We'll do the gift exchange and everything.
So D3 is your oldest, David the third.
Yep.
What did he say when you guys were done there and got back in the car, did he love the whole experience?
Oh yeah, he's like, "Mommy, are we gonna go follow Daddy?" Because they're obviously listening to the scanner at all times, and then they have a computer they can see when things pop up. So they had some downtime, but they got a call, so he's like, "Gotta go," jumps in the car and leave. And D3 goes, "Are we gonna follow Daddy, Mommy? Where's he going?" I'm like, "No, we're not gonna follow him. He's gotta go to work."
Wow. Okay, that's cool.
So they had a good morning.
The thing that's kind of cool about this whole thing, since we're talking babies, is we always talk about New Year's babies, but what about Christmas babies? Here we go.
It's a gift for all of us. Unexpected gift.
A Valley couple welcoming their Christmas present, the ultimate, a brand new baby boy. Little baby Amir arrived just after midnight. Angel and Edwin say he actually came a little early. He wasn't due until right around New Year's Day, but apparently he didn't want to miss the festivities, so you have a Christmas Day
and
baby.
He is so beautiful.
Yeah, he is.
Congratulations to this couple. And look at the big sister there. She looks so proud that he is there. She is ready to take care of him. But what a beautiful baby. Congratulations.
So well, since we're talking babies, I just thought this next story is so interesting. It's baby name trends, Des, for 2026. Now, this is from the folks over at the Huffington Post. And let's just go through some of these here. So they talk to a lot of people who kind of follow these trends, and they quote Abby Sandel as saying Pantone's controversial choice of Cloud Dancer made headlines for all the wrong reasons, but their description of a whisper of calm and peace in a noisy world, she says, works perfectly for names for daughters in the coming year, saying those kind of peaceful, ethereal type names. She
like
thinks
mystical.
Are going to be, like Aura, Ophelia, nod to Taylor Swift.
Oh, that's different.
Yeah. And Elowen, she says, and Eliana are going to be some of the trends to watch for in girls'
I love Eliana.
names.
I have a friend's daughters who's Eliana.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
And I've been wondering if Ophelia would become maybe a little bit more of a popular name because of the Taylor Swift song.
Does she have?
Yeah.
That's the name of her song?
One of her songs.
Okay.
Is just Ophelia.
Yeah, that could be really popular then.
Okay,
and then
what else do you
nature
see in
names.
here? Okay.
I like some of these. So nature names have been trending as well for a long time, but they say that they're seeing parents finding new ways to bring them back. So right now, names like Flora, Rowan, and Heath are gaining popularity. I like Rowan. I have another friend who's named their son Rowan.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Now,
so I guess there is something to this.
Have you guys settled on a name for baby number 5 if it were to happen?
Dang, Ron.
My favorite topic. Oh my gosh. We have the most beautiful family. So anyway.
We do have a name for 5, but if that happens, I don't even know, you guys.
Wow.
Like that can't happen.
Okay. Well, we're
good with what we got.
We're going to go from 5 down to 4 here because they're saying that 4-letter names are going to be big for boys this coming year. Mac.
Love it.
Tate.
I love it.
Jude.
I like that too.
Shep and Bodie are all, they say, strong boys' names. Give it 4 letters.
I like all of those.
Let it sit right there.
Okay, how about for girls? We got Rami.
Okay.
Cleo. Lana. Eden.
Oh, I like that.
Navy.
Yeah.
That's different. Elle.
Okay.
Cute.
ELLE. Yeah.
Cove. And Drew.
I don't think I've heard of Cove.
I actually like Drew. When we were naming Demi,
yes,
that one came across.
Okay.
We said it a couple times, and even like maybe just spell it differently, like DRU or DRUE.
Okay.
Yeah, this spells it DREW, but I did like that one.
So Drew has almost transitioned from a guy name to a girl name.
Yeah, it could be both now.
I was thinking Drew Brees.
Yeah, but the second we said Demi, I go, that's it.
That's so cool.
Stop looking. thinking.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, if you know anybody having
Those
a
are
baby
good.
in 2026, tell them to go back. You just go to YouTube, scrub back.
Yep.
Like 2 minutes
We
from
just
right
gave you
here.
some really good ideas.
Yeah.
20th century names: Wayne, Scott, Eileen, Cynthia. I like those
Okay.
too. Those are good.
All right. Well, there you go.
Right.
Hey, before we get out of here, because I think I see Dom and Ty getting ready, we do have a super cool story here out of Buc-ee. I just think this is really such a great story coming in. Let me just make sure I've got it at the right spot here. This is going to be VO9.
Oh, and while you find that, Brandy the bookworm.
Yeah.
A pretty girl's name she's saying is Andromeda. That is different.
Ooh.
Oh, pretty.
So when I saw that, I thought maybe it was Andromeda.
Oh, yeah? Yeah.
Either way.
Okay.
Andromeda
maybe you're
or
right.
Andromeda.
We'll go with Ron.
Wow, I like
All
them.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Brandy.
Okay, Brandy, we always appreciate all your good input. All right, so on to Buc-ee we go now. Great story. Buc-ee Fire Department is reaching out, so this is why we're spreading the word here on our streaming show. They rescued that puppy using that canal ladder. It's a ladder they pushed out onto the canal because the poor pup was spotted in the canal across the street from the firehouse, which is Firehouse 707 out there in Buc-ee. It's right in that area around Durango and Yuma Road. And so crews say that they had a really good experience rescuing it. And now we can tell you that they found the owner, probably because we put it on early this morning, starting at 5 a.m.
Yes.
And then 6 a.m.
Yep.
Then 7 a.m. By
Well,
7.
they were so thrilled to find out when they checked the dog for the microchip.
Right.
The dog had one.
Oh, is that how
Yeah.
wow, it worked?
Yep. So they
Okay.
were able to reconnect that pup with its owner.
Oh, that is so brilliant.
The relief. Oh.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
And the thing is, these I think it would even be hard for a human if you accidentally fell into a canal. But imagine for a pup, if you fall into these canals, those are some steep concrete walls, and there's really not a lot to hang on to. And so I don't know how long that poor little puppy dog was out there in the water, but it's going to be
Poor
cold.
thing.
But hey, it's another one. We can't call it a Christmas miracle because we overuse the phrase.
I know.
But it's a story that has a happy ending, and we love those.
We do. We
Yeah,
love
we
that.
do.
Oh, yeah. And Brandy goes, yeah, it's like the star form, Andromeda. I'm just a little slow.
Oh, well, there you are. Okay, time for a switch over right now. One more last look at Dez's hometown,
Oh, beautiful
Buffalo.
Buffalo.
Yeah.
Oh, I miss you.
Here come Ty and Dom.
welcome on in.
Hello,
Time now,
everybody.
11 o'clock. Dom is hanging out with us once again.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
We made it.
How was your holiday yesterday?
It was good. You know, it was chill. I had to work, so I was here,
mhm.
but it was very chill. And then I went home, opened gifts that mom sent me.
Oh, nice.
And then I just
Did you do it
watched
over
movies.
FaceTime?
No, I called her,
Oh,
and then I
nice.
was like yelling at her. I was like, I didn't ask for this. I didn't want this. Why are these wrapped? Grateful.
Wow.
Hashtag grateful.
I was going to say, wow. Note to self, don't send Dom a gift.
How was yours?
Very chill as well.
Yeah.
Did some Thai food, same
Oh,
thing. Took a little
nice.
Christmas Day nap on the couch.
The best.
It really was. So hopefully you all had a great
Yes.
holiday as well. The Friday after Christmas is always kind of like a, I don't know, what's
It
the
is.
word?
I feel like you're kind of in the twilight zone
Yes.
for like
'Cause
the
now-
next 2 weeks.
And then we have, 2 days off.
Yeah.
And then that little slush in between Christmas and New Year's is kind of like a waiting for your
Yeah.
next holiday.
Yeah.
So,
And then we'll be in 2026.
ooh, can you believe it? I
No.
know. All right. Well, we have a lot going on. Obviously, we were talking about travel ahead of the holiday.
Mhm.
So many people were traveling. AAA was talking about how busy it was going to be, not only on the roads, but in the skies.
Yeah.
And now this is kind of the back end where everybody's getting ready to now go back home.
Yes.
And this is kind of that slush time between, as we just mentioned, Christmas and New Year's, where kind of folks are traveling once again. So those airports can be very busy.
Oh, yeah.
And unfortunately, weather might be a big
That
concern.
plays a big factor, especially on the East Coast.
Oh, yeah, I
Ooh.
know. And did you see all that rain in California and the
Yeah,
flooding
yes, that
north of
too.
LA? Pretty wild
Mhm.
there as well. So we want to get to Ian with Fox Weather. He is standing by for us this morning. Ian, good morning.
Good morning.
Hey guys, good morning. How are you? Merry post-Christmas. And as you
Thank
said,
you. Same
we've
to
got
you.
trouble. We've got trouble with travel on both coasts. Truly, this is something though. You're saying, yeah, it's winter. It's the day after Christmas. This is the first winter storm warning to include New York City in almost 4 years. You have to go back to late January of 2022. So there's some excitement and there's some hazards, truly. A lot of that going through Pennsylvania where the ice storm warnings are in effect. Some areas could exceed 1/4 of an inch of ice. With that, you get the power outages. You get very treacherous travel conditions. So folks will have to contend with that. Here's where we're at. Some of that icing has begun in western PA, lighter amounts as you moved up across parts of the Great Lakes and the Midwest. As we move through the next several hours, that snow starts to overcome some of the drier air, and we start piling it up later today in New York City. There's our Fox weather model. Look at that into the evening, the overnight hours. Again, you might not be as enthusiastic about this as I am, but it's been a while. I mean, Fox Weather's been around for 4 years. This will be like a top 3 snow in New York City for this. And there you go. This is what we're talking about, 5 to 8 inches of snow in the forecast with some higher amounts up the lower Hudson. That's what we were talking about, though, back in PA. Some of these brighter colors closer to I-80. State College, Penn Staters will be contending with this. Some of those areas could see up to about 1/2 an inch of rain. Guys, you had mentioned, though, what's been going on over on the West Coast. Glad to finally talk about getting closer to the end of that. We still have into tomorrow morning a level 2 out of 4, but that, by recent standards, is a lower flash flood outlook, and it dries out moving into the weekend. Big snow still in the Sierra Nevada. Wanted to show you that. New snow, 52 inches among friends. That's a 3-day snow at Palisades, Tahoe. It had been pretty grim. I know you guys know closer to the West Coast how slow the snow season has started. Nothing that in total, something close to 100 inches of snow in a week can't fix.
Unbelievable.
That just sent a chill down my spine. Ooh.
Ian, I'm originally from Park City, Utah, and they were talking about how there was no snow. You know, usually Christmas, Thanksgiving is when all of the folks want to go skiing. And there were so many videos I saw from friends on Instagram of just dirt and then all the man-made snow. So, I mean, I hope that they're going to get a little bit. But, man, California just got walloped, didn't they?
Yeah, chairlifts and dirt is not what you want to be talking about in Christmas week. And it's bizarre. I know folks have been all over the Stranger Things, the second batch of them coming out. It has been a little bit upside down here in the Northeast where we've had a couple few lighter winters. We've got huge snow totals, especially up toward the border with Canada. Some of the Vermont, New Hampshire ski resorts, the Adirondacks, Maine. So great out this way, but it's come at an expense. I mean, I know you've enjoyed it. middle 3/4 of the country, forget snow. It's been 20, 25 degrees above average, record warm winter, or record warm Christmas rather, that folks had yesterday. So yeah, we'll look for some changes into the new year.
Ian, are you in New York City?
I am.
Okay.
Yes. So I am on Fox Weather. 3 to 6 hour time, I'm on Fox Weather. Then I'll put the boots on. I'll try to get home before it starts piling up.
Yeah. Wow. And I was going to say, too, all those airports, I mean, they're always so busy. Newark, LaGuardia, and, of course, JFK are so busy. And then you add just a little bit of precip, and, man, I think this might be kind of ugly over the next couple of days for some of those folks traveling.
Yeah. The only thing we have going for us is that this one, it's not like a nor'easter. There isn't a huge amount of wind, and it's in and out. But you said, I mean, we're immediately following Christmas. Of course, this is going to be disruptive. I do think some of the heaviest snow rates may come late evening and into the overnight. So I guess if you're going to have 3 major airports in one metro area be impacted by a snow, that's probably the time that you would want it. But those crews are going to be super busy rest of the day and into the early part of Saturday.
Yeah, they'll be working overtime.
Yeah, they will.
If any East Coaster went somewhere warm, it's like, welcome back.
Yeah, I know,
when
right?
they get home and it's, snow everywhere.
Well, Ian, thank you so much for the update. And we might be checking back in with you over the next couple of days to see how the storm system went. We appreciate your time this morning.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you.
Sounds great, no doubt. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
You know what? I got to say, though, there's nothing more beautiful than New York City when it is snowing.
When it is snowing.
As long as you don't have to travel like right after. You know what I mean?
I was going to say, I don't know if I want to be walking in it.
You know what?
Send me the
That's
video.
true.
You can go and send me the video.
Maybe from the penthouse.
From the penthouse.
From your penthouse looking out.
Hi.
Waving down to me.
I live on this region.
On the corner.
Oh my.
Dom,
going
let
on
me
the
in.
subway.
Oh, yeah.
And all your big coats.
I was in New York this summer, and it was like they had a heat wave.
Oh.
And like when you're out on the streets, it's hot.
Right.
But when you go into the subway, when it's stagnant, nasty air.
You're underground.
And you're just like immediate sweat.
Mm-hmm.
A little gross.
The rats are
Oh, yeah, the
doing
rats
their
are
thing. Oh.
And I was doing my thing. Sweating.
Oh my gosh.
All right, moving along
Yeah.
to our next guest here. We have Joy Weaver. She's kind of the etiquette queen here this morning. Joy, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Joy, can you give us your title and how you kind of became an etiquette coach, so to speak?
Yes, I am one of very few. I'm a protocol expert or an etiquette expert, also a socially savvy expert. So I teach business and social etiquette around the world.
Wow. Now I'm worried about what she was just seeing us and hearing us talk about.
I don't know if we were on our P's and Q's.
Should we sit up straight, Dom?
Sit up straight. Make that direct eye contact.
Joy, but we brought you on because we kind of wanted to talk about, obviously this is the holidays. Folks do that kind of re-gifting, and maybe you kind of forgot about your next door neighbor or, you know, someone that gives you a gift and then you're like, oh yeah, and I got you this. So what are kind of the rules, quote unquote, around regifting?
Okay, regifting is just wrong. I know everyone is going to say, well, everyone does it. It is wrong. So what we're saying basically is I bought this gift for you and here it is. So that is completely wrong. But what I always say is if you get a gift that you cannot use or you do not like, then tell someone, I got this gift and I thought that you might be able to use it. If you can, great. If you can't, that's okay too.
Oh, so okay. So, see,
So be honest.
You have to be honest. You got to out yourself a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because
we all get gifts. So, for example, I might get chocolate covered cherries. I like chocolate and I like cherries, but I don't like them together. But my neighbor does. I might get wine. I don't drink wine, but my neighbor does. She would understand. I'm going to give these to you because I know that you will use them. If you get something completely off the scale that you think there is no way I will ever use this, then donate it. Donate it to Salvation Army. Donate it to a local charity that might be able to use it. They will repurpose it and make money on it.
Donate it, don't sell it.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, there you go. Joy, I was going to ask you too about, I guess maybe a poker face. I mean, I know the holidays have come and gone, but you know, birthdays, everything like that. If you don't get what you were really hoping for, how important is it to kind of keep that to yourself, I guess?
Very important. That poker face is a great thing. So gratitude is everything. It's not about the object. It's not about the gift. It is about the gratitude. So no matter what they show up with, act like you love it. It's the best gift you've ever received. Thank you. Thank you for your thoughtfulness. Turn it into the thoughtfulness. And not so much about the gift, but about their thoughtfulness. And it's all about your gratitude to them. So really, it's about the relationship first. And, the object is completely second, way on down the line. The thank you is number one. And I always say, send a thank you note. That is the most important thing. That puts you in a whole nother class when you write a thank you note. And especially for something you didn't like. You do it whether you like it or not.
Now, Joy, does it have to be a handwritten note or can you send an email or a text?
Well, technology gives us a great way to show a lot of gratitude. So we can text them before they even get home to say thank you for the gift. Also, writing a note just shows so much class. I always say, do you want to outclass the competition? Then go ahead and write a thank you note. And there's an art to writing a thank you note.
It's kind of a lost art, though, isn't it, Joy, you think?
Yeah. It is. It is putting a stamp on it, writing the address, sending it in the mail. That is a lost art. But I just hope that it's coming back because truly it does help you level up.
Okay.
We've got about a minute left, but I wanted to ask you, and maybe you can hold over. We have a 2-minute break coming up in about a minute, as I mentioned. But I wanted to talk about as we go into New Year's Eve, folks might be hosting parties. And I want to get kind of down to the nitty gritty about, do you have to bring a gift or a little something to the person that is hosting? And then I know Dom's got some others.
Yes.
Yeah. So what do you think? What do you think?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. And how
gifts, always gifts. So when you enter to someone's home, you take a gift. It doesn't matter if it's expensive or if it's very inexpensive, as long as you show up with something. And I always say, find out their likes and their dislikes and bring something that they would like. So if you take a candle, most people take candles or something like that, or wine. Make sure it's something that they like, or again, it will go in the regifting stack, or it will go to the neighbor. So make sure to take something and put your name on it. In other words, if you have it in a gift bag, make sure to have your name on it for them, because there will be all kinds of gifts.
All right, Joy, we got to take that 2-minute break. Can you hold on 2 minutes, and then we'll finish everything with you in 2 minutes?
Absolutely.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us. We have with us here this morning Joy Weaver, etiquette coach, and we were kind of peppering you with all so many questions.
The do's and don'ts
The do's
during
and
this
don'ts,
time of the year. And we were talking about gifts and, giving gifts and if they don't like it, having that poker face. But I was also curious, Joy, if you're maybe this is a new neighbor or a new friend, you don't know exactly their taste yet, including that gift receipt. Is that always a good option so they can then exchange it for something they like?
Absolutely. Great idea. Always have the gift receipt there if possible and say, I wanted to make sure that if you don't like this gift, that you could take it back and get something that you do really like. That's always a great option.
Yeah. Okay. So include that gift receipt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joy, do you have Instagram or social media where people can follow you and maybe ask you more questions when they're not?
I certainly do.
What is
My
it?
book is called
your
Just
book.
Ask Joy, and it's called Socially Savvy. And so it's Socially Savvy, Just Ask Joy, and it's tips and faux pas in 52 different situations, whether it's business, social, or manners for minors. And then my socials are Socially Savvy in both Facebook and in Instagram.
Perfect. I love
So
that.
please
And
join me.
reminders
Ask me
as well.
questions. Yes, we can polish the world together.
I love that.
I love it.
Well, we're going to have you on again, Joy. It was so nice to meet you.
So nice to meet you too.
Thank you, Joy. Thanks for the tips.
Thank you.
Should we write her a handwritten note
I know.
now? We'll get your address, Joy, and write you a note.
Thank you. Please do.
It was nice to meet you.
Nice
Thank
to
you.
meet you.
I mean, what she said, though, I think that it's sometimes manners, I think, goes by the wayside.
Oh, and it's everything. And even too, when I get handwritten notes and things, it makes you feel good.
It really does.
So yeah, it needs to be done more often. Yeah.
All right, we had a very special guest on the morning show. Des and I were filling in, and we introduced this girl, and her video went massively wild. It may have come up on your feed.
Yeah, it came up
She's
on my
from the
TikTok.
Valley. She has a candle. She's at a school program, and her hair just goes, vroom, but without missing a beat, she just kind of goes, bloop.
Yeah.
And so it has over 90 million views.
Oh my gosh.
So we talked to them about what it was like having a viral video like this. So here's a little portion of that interview. I just got to find the right button. Here it is.
Well, you may have seen this video. It has certainly been blowing up on social media. A teen's hair catching fire during her induction into the National Junior Honor Society. And guess what? She's right here from the Valley.
And so she is joining us on set this morning. This is TT and her uncle Kenneth, who actually took the video. Good morning to both of you. Thanks for coming in.
Good morning, you guys.
All right, so Ken, I want to start with you because you were the one that was taking the video, rolling. So proud of your niece getting this award. Walk me through kind of what happened after that.
Yeah, it was the school's first NJHS induction ceremony, and I, had the camera focused on TT because she's, my niece. And it was a pretty quick moment, and afterward it kind of just happened like, it's like nothing happened at all. The show just went on.
But TT, everybody is commenting because of your calm, cool demeanor. You just kind of see it, floop, and just go on with your life. What was going through your head when you saw those flames kind of moving up your face?
So when my hair caught fire, I didn't think anything of it. I just put it out.
Yeah.
Real quick.
You were so calm and collective. What was it that made you notice that was actually happening? Did you feel the heat or?
I heard a sound and then I looked and there was fire.
Yeah. Well, I think what all the ladies want to know, what do you use on your hair? It seemed like your hair was pretty protected after you put it out. It seems like it was fine.
Yeah, I had hairspray.
Oh, so you would think the opposite. Well, your hair is absolutely beautiful. Love your curls. And what were you thinking, Uncle Ken, when you saw the flames?
Yeah, the minute it happened, so many thoughts were going through my head. There's curtains everywhere. The whole thing's gonna go on fire. I'm just thinking what I would have done, and before I could even finish my thought, shit already handled it.
And
pretty
so
gracefully.
You uploaded the video. What happens next?
So I uploaded the video, and it was just a quick edit, just the part that caught fire. I put the music to it, and it just happened to match perfectly. And she just requested I didn't put comments on at first. And then within about 24 hours, it got 1 million views.
Wow.
And then it's just climbing from there. And that I just didn't expect at all. So I'm not sure what to happen next.
How many views now, Ken?
About 90 million views.
90 million views.
Oh
TT,
my
what do you feel
goodness.
about
Yeah, what do you
90
think of that when you hear
million
90 million?
people seeing your hair catch fire?
I think it's crazy.
But the comments to me are cracking me up. There are some people, I read one that said, if that happened to me, I'd be stopped, dropping, and rolling on the floor. Other people were like, that's the kind of energy I want to bring to 2026, being so cool, calm, and collected. What are some of the funniest comments that you guys have seen?
One of them was pretty much exactly what I had said, and I commented exactly the same, which the whole place would have caught up fire.
Yeah, like if you would have running and screaming.
Would not have handled it so calmly.
Well, you seem so well composed. Talk about the award. I mean, what a big honor to be inducted into the National Honor Society. Remind folks what you have to do in order to get that accolade.
Yeah, it was a process, huh?
Yeah.
You have to have good ownership, scholarship, citizenship, and I think that's it.
Yeah, you have to be a well-rounded student and pretty academically successful. Kenneth, you must be so proud.
Yeah, as a teacher, it was a really cool experience to see her.
Oh, you're a teacher as well?
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. So now what? Now that this video has gathered all this attention, you've gained quite the following.
I don't know exactly. I have to look up what to do now that I have an audience.
Teacher, we got to get you like a brand deal for some like hair products or something, you know? I love it. Well, you guys, thank you so much for coming in and talking about it. 90 million views.
Yeah.
And that is definitely the definition of viral video.
Yeah, incredible. Yeah, pretty amazing.
Isn't that funny?
Wow, live to tell the tale.
I know.
I was like, and back with the comments, and people are like, she's the definition of nonchalant.
She just kind of was like,
I'm like,
just brush it off.
Is your hands open?
That's what I wanted to
Go
know. But she was like,
reverse?
she was fine. The hair looked great this morning. She said it was just a little singed, and that was it.
She's better than I am. It would have been a whole other show going
The whole
on up
production,
there.
right?
And then I would have been done. We're getting off the stage.
Oh, wow. But I cannot believe 90 million views and counting.
Wow.
So
yeah, get her a brand deal.
Yeah,
With, like,
right.
a heat protected. That would be good.
All right, we're going to check back in with our new friend, Sam Green. She's the owner of the Weatherford Hotel up in beautiful Flagstaff. We had her on a few weeks ago. Sam, good morning. Happy holidays.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good. Glad one part of the holidays is behind us.
I know, right?
How's the weather in Flagstaff right now?
Really nice. We had some rain this weekend, but it's really nice, warm, 50 degrees.
Yeah, it was kind of unseasonably warm. A little breezy, though, right?
Yeah, a little breezy. Not bad.
So you got Christmas behind you, but Sam, ahead of you is one of the biggest holidays, especially for you. If folks didn't watch the show a couple weeks when we had you on, tell us a little bit about, because you're kind of instrumental in starting the famous Pinecone Drop up in Flag.
Right. Yeah. The Weatherford Hotel was the impetus behind it. It was a celebration of our 100-year anniversary of the Weatherford Hotel. And that's where the idea came from, and it just stuck. So now it's an annual event for the city of Flagstaff, and we love doing it. It's a lot of work and it's stressful, but it's a fun event. I love the pictures.
I know. So this is right. I haven't been up to that hotel. It happens right in front of the hotel, kind of like in this plaza area.
Oh yeah, right in front of it's off of our building. We lowered off of our building. We have a hoist. There it goes, coming off the corner of the building. Yeah, it's mechanical now. When we originally did it, it was all hand done. But now it is a mechanical hoist, and it lowers it at the right speed so we get the countdown right. And that's always the worry.
I was going to say,
crowds.
The crowds are insane, Sam. And you kind of mentioned last time that it keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger each and every year.
Yeah, it has. And people from all over the world. You know, I think a lot of people like to travel across the world and go to all the different events that there are in the world. So we get them all across the United States. Of course, we get a lot of people from Phoenix. But 12 to 15,000 people. I mean, it's nothing like New York City, but it's a good crowd.
Now, Sam, as the owner of the hotel, do you start filling up like our room? Do you have any rooms available even for New Year's Eve?
No. We when we put them on sale, they generally go pretty quick. But we only have 17 rooms. We're a small boutique hotel. We do a lot of events, and that kind of thing. But we only have 17 hotel rooms total.
Wow, I love that.
I know.
So-
I like boutique hotels like that.
Mhm.
It's kind of like a bed and breakfast type situation.
They're it's definitely different, and well, the historic nature of the building.
Yeah. Do you have any haunted rooms, Sam?
Oh no.
Yeah, we do ghost tours.
Oh, you do? Do you do them
And we've
year
been
round?
on, pardon me?
Do you do them year round?
Yeah. We have a guy in town, Scott, that he does the haunted hotel tours every Saturday. He comes in and he does a few groups at a time, and it goes over really well. We were on Dead Files and we were on Ghost Adventures.
Oh, how cool.
So
I wanted to stay
we've
there,
got
and
a
I lost
following.
me. I'm glad you asked, Ty.
Sam, you lost a customer.
You lost a customer. I'm sorry. Meal's gonna pine drop.
You know what? But I always tell people, I really feel like our ghosts they're good ghosts.
Okay.
And especially John Weatherford
reassuring.
is
Yeah.
very appreciative of our saving his building. So he's I don't think you'd ever have a bad experience.
There you go.
It's-
See,
Casper the Friendly Ghost.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take it.
it's the friendly ghost of the Weatherford.
Okay.
Well, Sam, it was a pleasure talking to you. If folks want to come up there, this is all going to be happening New Year's Eve, but you probably want to get there fairly early to get a good view of the pine cone drop.
Well, there's 3 drops. There's one at noon that we do for the kids downtown, and then there's a 10 o'clock, and then there's a midnight.
Oh, perfect.
And the 10 o'clock and the midnight both have fireworks. And the New Year's, there's 4,000 or 5,000 people that come downtown for New Year's.
Oh, I love
So lots of time to come and see it. Lots of place. Yeah,
All right.
space.
Yeah, and with Flagstaff, you
thanks
get
for
the
having
winter
me.
vibes
Yeah.
up there.
It is fun. It's such a small town
It's
feel.
a nice escape.
It sure is.
Change of scenery.
Well, Sam, happy New Year's if we don't see you beforehand, but it's such a pleasure talking to you again.
Yeah. Thank you guys. Have a
Thank
great day.
You too.
Happy New Year.
All right.
All
Bye-bye.
right, a lot of fun in Flag.
I know, right? You've been up there only to work, right?
I've never been.
You've never been?
I've never been, and I was supposed to go, and then it got canceled because it didn't snow.
No.
I
Oh,
know.
shoot. Well, that might be on your bucket list before you
Yes.
head out of
Yes, I
town.
know about the hotel
know.
with the ghost.
Just
Might
bring
have
your...
to find another.
Yeah.
Don't tell Sam. Sure, it's beautiful. Do the ghost.
Oh, all right, well, that's going to do it for us this Friday. Ron and Des are next. Have a good weekend.
Yes, happy weekend, everybody.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here you go. We have a beautiful view for you this morning from the mountains just up above Duluth, Minnesota. You know, I went to Duluth for the first time in my life this last summer, and it's a beautiful town. I mean, it is right there on the shores of the lake, and you don't have to go too far to get up into the mountains. And, you know, if you have some place that you really want to make sure you're going to get a white Christmas, Duluth is a pretty good place to go. That's for sure. So welcome aboard. I'm Ron. Des is coming up in just a moment. As a matter of fact, ladies and gentlemen, come on in, Des. Come on. It's a streaming show. We just wing it.
Oh, working mom life is not for the weak. I'm still nursing Demi, so in between I'm like that short break I have to pump still. So
yeah, sure. Oh, that's great. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about holiday travel because
it's going to be so busy.
It's going to be so busy. I think we had already reported that Sky Harbor, one of the 10 busiest in the U.S., says that tomorrow's going to be the ultimate day.
Which makes sense, right? People don't want to up and leave the very next day after Christmas. Yeah. They want, at least one more day to marinate with their friends and family.
Yeah, that's right.
And then the next, they're like, I'm ready to go.
I was talking to one of our buddies here at the station, George. And George was telling me that to make sure he got to all of his grandkids' houses yesterday, he had to make 3 stops. Oh. And so that meant 3 different Christmas meals.
Oh,
now that's what I call living.
Oh, how do you, or do you like hors d'oeuvre at one house, dinner at another, and then dessert to end the night?
We need to bring George in and get all the answers. How did he handle 3 different Christmas dinners?
So
good for
funny.
him.
He's such a sweetheart, by the way, though.
Amazing.
Shout out George.
He makes
if
his
you're
whole
watching.
TV station run.
I mean, we ask
sakes.
for anything, and he's right on it.
Yeah,
he helps
really
maintain
is.
this building, and he's
okay.
awesome.
All right. So, hey, look at who we have joining us today, everybody. It's Asher Red talking about holiday travel. We're just basically trying to make sure people can get in and out here in Phoenix, but there's some other airports folks are watching, and you're also out there on the roads checking what's going on with the big gas pumps, too. What's going on, buddy?
Yeah, so this behind me is a Buc-ee's, and if you haven't heard of it, it's just a massive gas station, and it's kind of become a tourist destination. It's funny, you look at a Buc-ee's from the outside, the parking lot's so big that it doesn't look that busy, and you go inside, and no matter what time of day it is, or even at night, it's just a madhouse, and people are buying things like t-shirts and coffee mugs, and it's like, I just want a coffee, just let me go through the line. But this particular one is on Interstate 65, which is, as some might know, the connector for people who are trying to travel from Nashville, Tennessee through Indiana and eventually Chicago, and it's been pretty busy today.
So on the roads, anytime you can leave prior to 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning to try to beat that early rush, traffic is generally just going to build up more and more as the day goes on. When it comes to flying, early flights also generally going to be the better option.
I think we left early enough. We left last night around 9 p.m., I think. So we're halfway through, more than halfway through. We're on the last little stretch of it, so I think we'll be all right.
I came from Indiana, so I'm going down to Nashville, so about 4.5. But I know the traffic's going to come because people are traveling for the holidays.
And AAA says about 109 million people drove to their holiday destinations, 8 million people flew, and about 5 million either went on a Christmas cruise or hopped on a train. Now, folks driving might notice cheaper gas prices, and that's because AAA says the national average today is around $2.85 a gallon, which is about 20 cents cheaper than this time last year. And as you just heard Nick Ewan with the Points Guy, he just said that the best way to save yourself from the travel headache is just to get out the door a little bit earlier. And TSA says Sunday could be the busiest day at the airport, especially for folks who are just trying to fly before the new year. He says nearly 3 million passengers will all trying to be getting home from their Christmas trips. Back to you.
All right, so we're about to get, and we're really excited about it, we're about to get our first Buc-ee's out in kind of the West Valley on I-10 that you travel back and forth between here and California. But
What'd you say, Asher?
Congratulations. That's like a big thing for out there, isn't it?
It really is.
It really, really is. But Des and I have both been to Buc-ee's before, so we know them. What are people either, I'm sure you went into the store and you've been watching them come and go. What's like the hot item right now? Are they getting some of that jerky, that teriyaki jerky, or are you just seeing more folks? Is it the barbecue? Is it the kind of the sweets, that they produce there? Or is it sodas? What's selling?
Well, yeah, so they have like their own fudge that they make, which is great, and I've eaten like a diabolical amount of that in my lifetime. There's also coffee. There's the jerky that they make here. Of course, you have the brisket and barbecue, and just any kind of meat they have, they throw it on a sandwich, and then they give it to you, and it's like, wow, this is like amazing. It's just like Texas, but in a gas station, but it's not really Texas. And then, of course, I saw a guy checking out today with T-shirts, a coffee mug. He had like some kitchen gadgets, and I was like, I didn't even know they sold this stuff here. But it's basically a Walmart for the highway.
Oh my gosh, you are so right.
Wow.
Asher, what's your favorite thing from Buc-ee's? Is it the fudge?
I would have to say coffee, because at a certain point in your trips, if it's to the point where I have to stop at a Buc-ee's, because I try to get to a gas station, in and out quick, and then go. And if I have to stop at a Buc-ee's and like actually go in, I'm going to take the time to get some coffee, and so that's what I usually get when I come here. And yeah, I mean, it's definitely, like I said earlier, I ate a diabolical amount of their fudge. I've also drinking a diabolical amount of the coffee too.
You might be regretting that
Already
later.
had 2 cups today. Oh no, it's okay. I love it.
That's great, Asher. All right, buddy.
Asher, wait, before we let you go.
Yeah.
You have amazing hair.
Thank you. My mom gave it to me, I think. Thank you.
Wow, your mom and dad did good. It's got volume.
I'm already getting gray. I'm 24. We'll see how that looks in about 6 years.
That's fantastic.
Asher, thanks.
Thanks, Asher.
Thank you. Y'all have a good one.
All right.
He's asking his producer right now. He's like, "What show was I just on?"
Yeah, was that
What
Phoenix
the
again?
heck?
Was that Des? Yeah, well, he's got the plum assignment today to hang out all morning
At Buc-ee's?
at a Buc-ee's.
The best bathrooms in America?
Yeah.
Like, yes.
Now, they, I think they're saying sometime in about mid-2026 is when they're going to open their new one just off the I-10.
And that's going to be here before we know it.
I know
mean,
it.
we're already, 2026 is next week.
Yeah.
So.
But I saw somebody post over the weekend that Durant's is now reopened.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We got to do a
In
story
downtown
on
Phoenix?
that. Yeah.
Oh, we did. Yeah, we did.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hold on. Here's Big D. When did we have them on?
Well,
I think Des had him on.
Yeah, well, we did. They were on the morning show. Irene went out to the restaurant, and then Dom and I think that day did the stream. So, yeah, you were gone, Ron.
Oh,
that's right. And we've had, I'm pretty sure Ty and Anita have had them on.
Yes.
And John Hook did an entire thing with them, too. So
All right.
they've gotten a lot of PR from Fox 10.
I am a little slow on the uptake there, but that is a big deal, and it's going to be a huge deal when Buc-ee's comes to town, right?
I volunteer. I will go.
Okay.
I will be the reporter.
Okay, good.
That does Buc-ee's opening day.
Yeah. Now, they sell just about everything, but I think the one thing they don't sell there is fireworks.
Oh,
But
yeah.
you can buy fireworks. Now, here's the whole story. Ready? For all of you fans of fireworks, here's what we can tell you so far. State law allows for fireworks to be used twice a year. And so the stands have actually been up and selling the consumer fireworks for the last couple of weeks, which is weird because most people are out there buying their Christmas presents, and you think of fireworks for 4th of July, but around here, a lot of people like to use them over New Year's. And so you're not allowed to use them between 11 p.m. and 8 a.m. Now, here's the whole story. Let me back up just a little bit. They can be used starting today, December the 26th, all the way through January the 4th. You cannot use them after 11 o'clock at night and until 8 o'clock in the next morning. So if you wake up and you're like, I got to go shoot some fireworks off, it's 7 in the morning.
Except for New Year's Eve, because obviously when the clock strikes midnight, we have a lot of fireworks. Folks are going to want to do them. You have until 1 in the morning on New Year's Eve.
Yes, right. Okay. So those are the rules. And by the way, fireworks are prohibited within a mile of our desert parks or conservation areas, or of course any of our national forest. And different cities have different codes about when and where they can be used, so you just want to double check nearby. But be sure you keep water or a water hose nearby.
Yeah. We almost had a sticky situation the 4th of July. We got some for the kids.
Yes.
And yeah, my vote is not to do them myself at all ever again.
Oh wow.
I don't know.
What happened?
We must have set it up wrong, or it tipped over and it went shooting and it went under my car and luckily came out the other side. But I was like, oh my gosh, I could just see that thing of like exploding my truck.
Oh,
and then what?
Boy. Yeah,
Like,
right. Well, then you got to call the insurance man.
Yeah, they probably won't cover it because they're going to be like, that's not our fault. You were
shooting fireworks off perpendicular.
Yeah.
Instead of straight up into the air.
So that's a no for me.
Okay. All right. Well, hey.
Careful, you guys.
I'm amazed we never got to that story during actual 4th of July time. But I'm glad you shared it.
I was too terrified.
Hey, what about the story of lobsters and the lobster heist? Oh, hold on here. Yeah, it's at Costco. All right. This whole story is nuts, if you ask me. But this is one of the biggest heists we have ever heard of in the annals of crime when it comes to stealing lobster. FBI telling us today that somebody made off with $400,000 worth of lobster that was in shipping process, in transit. Company there, CEO of the shipping company says, look, the truck picked it up in Massachusetts, where you would think the lobster comes from, but somebody hijacked it before they could make the delivery to the Costco stores in Illinois and Minnesota. So you're going to have a seafood-free holiday season here between now and whoever knows when they can.
So many questions for these thieves.
I know.
Like, one, you're kind of smart. Like, who thought of that? Like, what?
Yeah.
Hundreds of thousands of dollars of merchandise. There you go. Lobster.
Yes.
But two, like, where are you going to sell it? What are you going to do with it?
Yeah,
How
good point.
are you going to offload all that lobster?
And are you going to make sure you're stealing it and putting it into refrigerated trucks? You don't want the lobster just sitting out in somebody's backyard for a day or two. I mean, what's the game plan here?
Did they steal the truck? How'd they get it off the truck? Don't you need like a pallet loader?
Okay. There is. So they said the truck was hijacked. So it is possible that somebody knew the route and literally hijacked the truck with all of the refrigeration.
You think the truck would have like a tracker on it?
Yeah, you would.
Some sorts.
Yeah. All right, we need the FBI to clear some of this up here. But the problem is, this is a pinch point in the American economy that needs to get resolved, because the other thing is people are constantly stealing stuff off of trains to the point where they disable the trains and steal like Nike sneakers.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we have that problem multiple times here in Arizona.
That seems a little easier to move, though, than live lobster.
Okay,
right?
We got to take a break. We'll be right back.
Mystery Cam? and I got to go to do.
Yeah, look at this. Okay, so we have yet another mysterious mystery cam. There is no wind whatsoever in this town. Look at that droopy flag.
This looks like Massachusetts.
We were a little bit late getting to the break, so here's your first chance, you guys. If you think you have any idea, I like the look of that clock tower over there. I like the look of the hills off on the horizon. You know what I also like, Des? I like a hopping downtown.
Mm-hmm.
Every parking space on the day after Christmas is already filled up. I mean, let's hear it for the malls. Let's hear it for the big box stores. But I like a nice downtown where it's not all boarded up, and things are happening.
Oh, yeah, for sure. This is really cute. Husky Mom thinks it could be North Carolina.
Ooh, I think that could be a really good guess.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think where I've seen.
Only one guess right now.
Yeah, I've seen a clock tower like that. And yeah, I don't know. Do you want to go with her with North Carolina?
I don't know. I said Massachusetts. So I'm thinking, I don't know. It kind of looks New England-ish to me.
Yes, it does.
I don't know. Mass?
Okay.
New Hampshire?
All right. I'm going to go with Husky Mom, North Carolina.
Okay,
Let's see what happens, everybody.
Oh, it's Rome, Georgia.
Oh, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they are up in the hills. I do know that. It's supposed to be kind of a pretty... They have all these cities in Georgia that are named after famous cities in the world.
That's what you were saying.
More than almost any other state.
There's an Athens.
There's right where the university is. There's a Dublin, named after, obviously, Dublin, Ireland.
Wow.
So anyway, kind of cool. That's for sure. All right, so poll question time. Let's take a look right now and update you on what is going on. What is the best plan for healthcare in 2026? Right now, 52% are saying maybe just dump Obamacare. The argument there is that it's actually become so expensive that if you don't have the government subsidize it, you could have huge payments starting in January. So 52% are saying, you know what, send me the money and I'll start shopping around for my own plan. 39% are saying just extend those subsidies for Obamacare. And 9% are saying go to full-on government health care like we see in Canada. And a lot of European countries do the Medicare for all. How about YouTube, Des?
13% going with extending the subsidies. 34% want to dump Obamacare, and 53% want to go full government health care.
Let's see what Dave thinks about it. Not what he thinks so much. He's very good about not giving his opinion, but presenting both sides.
Yeah, I prefer not to give my opinion because it's the voices of the people that I care about.
Yes.
Mary Ann in Maricopa says, I think extending current health care until we hear all the details on something else. A one-time payment might be okay, but if nothing is done by the end of 2026, we'll be in the same endless drifting boat. And Roger Converse T4I says free health care for all would end up like the healthcare systems in Cuba, Venezuela, and Russia. Worthless. Lots of really interesting comments on this one. Keep them up, everybody.
Okay. Thank you, everybody. Well, of course, you can keep voting. On YouTube, you can vote on these poll questions forever. Mm-hmm. You can go back and look at poll questions from 3 weeks ago and vote on it.
There you go.
Yeah. Anyway, so it's a snow day, we think, in Buffalo, because we showed you the first little flurries.
Yeah,
coming down.
I was speaking to my mom. She said it snowed, it's freezing, and the roads are really icy.
Ooh,
and she's
yikes.
not happy.
Okay. Okay, so, but here in the Valley, we know we're not going to get snow. We're never going to have a white Christmas, that kind of a thing. However, Tommy Fergus shows us how you can do that with your kids this week.
Yeah, no place I'd rather be. And you know what? I got my gloves because, I'm more of a snowball guy than a snowman guy. A snow angel, I should say. So we'll be making some snowballs in a little bit here. But look, I have with me my buddy Lauren Poole. Lauren, Snow Week's always so fun. You excited?
So excited. It's our favorite time of year. We bring the snow to the desert. What's fun than that?
As I look over here, you got all these kids already out here in the morning. They're well aware of snow. How much snow am I looking at right now, and how's this all happening?
You are looking at 60 tons of snow. This is sponsored by EBCOR. Throughout that week, though, we are going to have a total of 120 tons of snow.
I can't believe we have record heat. I need to talk to Crystal about that. But it's sticks around, and you just fortify it, I should say.
Exactly. We have it dropped off every morning super early, so they repack it, and then we're good to go every day.
Well, I told them rule number 1, don't hit the reporter with a snowball. Rule number 2, don't hit the cameraman with a snowball. Rule number 3, obey rule 1 and 2. There's a science to snow, isn't there? That's what's so exciting for you guys, to teach some of these kids some of these things. What are we talking about?
Yeah, so snow is a state of matter. You have solids, liquids, and gases, and this is your solid. So when those solid particles get really cold and frozen together, they don't move. They stay really tight. That's why you get snow. As it melts, it's going to get a little more flowy, and then when it really melts and steams, you have your gas. So we're also looking at the states of matter here.
Yeah, and I love the fire and ice aspect too. You have some great examples for the kids.
We do. So we have a demonstration daily called Fire and Ice, and we talk about kind of the fight between fire and ice and the different chemical makeups of both of them, and how to be safe in fire. And then also we tell you about liquid nitrogen, which is found in outer space.
You're a St. Louis girl. I'm a Chicago guy. We're used to snow. It's pretty cool to see Arizona kids come out here. They literally have never seen snow.
Never seen snow. My son is 6 years old, born and raised in Arizona, and this is where we take him for snow every snow week. So you want to bring your snow boots, your snow pants, your gloves, because Arizona kids, they actually forget that snow is wet. So they're somewhat surprised whenever they get out here and they get wet and mushy and they fall in the snow. They're not expecting that. So
if I wanted to find out about the list of activities going on this week, where should I look?
azscience.org.
azscience.org. You can't miss it. Tell everybody where we're at, just so they know.
We're located in downtown Phoenix at Washington and 7th Street, and right in the middle of town.
Yeah. All right, well, you got your gloves on. I got my gloves on. Let's make a snowball. This is pretty good snowball making snow, I'll say that much. Yeah. This is the good packing stuff. Now, years in the past, I usually would put a picture of Corey McCloskey up on the wall, Lauren, and I would give this thing a fling. And usually, yeah, a little low, but let's see. Think you can hit the wall? Oh, not bad at all.
Almost missed it.
That's a good one.
Well, he had fun for sure. Look at those kids.
Yeah, that's the kind of snowball you don't particularly like getting hit with.
Yeah.
Those ones when they're really
kidding.
packed and wet, they hurt.
Was there ever a time growing up where you didn't love when the snow came in? Was it like, did you have some winters where you're like, more snow?
Oh, God. Before I started driving in it and had to shovel it, no. More snow, the better.
Yeah. Yeah,
Of
for
course.
sure.
It's like the best thing.
It's universal for those kids.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've had a great day after Christmas show, I
Mhm.
feel like.
Yeah.
It was fun having Mike Pache here. We had just a lot of fun stuff going on. You've got to take off, go get ready for Fox 10 News at noon.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
We're over there on the good old
All
time.
right.
All right.
And now we finally know the story of the SUV that almost got destroyed by fireworks.
Yeah, she's intact.
Thank you,
Thank
Des.
goodness.
Thank you for sharing that
Yeah,
story
thank you guys.
for sure.
Hope you all had a good Christmas.
Okay. Hey, one more time, if you haven't yet, be sure to vote in our poll question. And there you oh, look, those numbers still moving around a little bit. So, yeah, what do you think? 2026. We're not going to hold you to this. If you change your mind, great. But it's going to be the big issue when Congress gets back to work, which I don't know how they set their own schedule, meaning they get a lot of vacation weeks. That's for sure. Anyway, thanks you guys for hanging out with us today on Fox 10 Talks. If you're new to the stream, come by every morning at 10 a.m. We call it the friendliest chat online, and it really is. It's a great chance for you to hang out with some super cool people and share your opinions about the stories that we talk about, or just kind of hang out and be part of the... Sometimes there's a totally different conversation that goes on over there, and we love that too. So you can watch us every morning on YouTube at 10 a.m., as well as on the Fox local app and at Channel 45, which is Fox 10 Extra. But for now, we're actually going to leave you with horse racing fans are so happy. Turf Paradise is getting going again, and Dom was out there, our Dominique Newland. Here's her report.
Hey guys, good morning. We're hanging out at Turf Paradise Racetrack. They are ready to welcome people back in after the holidays, and it looks pretty much like paradise right now, you guys. Very fitting. Look how beautiful this sunrise is. For the shot, I have Tom here, the general manager. Tom, you guys have been putting in work over the holidays to make this all possible.
We really have. It's been a super exciting project. We bought this track. We closed on it December 15th. I came here for the opening for the previous owner, but sadly to say, this space we're sitting in is our premier space, and they were here till midnight last night finishing touches.
But we are thankful for them to making it all possible. A highlight beginning today, tomorrow as well. Free admission, right, to welcome back everybody in?
Yes, Gary Hartunian and Joey Platts have bought the place, and this is our grand reopening under new management. We thought, what better way to introduce Phoenix back to the track that half the city doesn't believe is open. So come on out, free admission, free fun day.
Let's talk a little bit about this track. How many races can we expect today? Kind of set the tone for those who've never been out here. It's a really special place.
Yeah, 115 is our first race, and we traditionally start with one quarter horse race. It's a quarter horse breed, different than a thoroughbred, and then we'll run 7 thoroughbred races. So we'll have 8 races starting at 115. We have all kinds of activities presented for the day, and it'll be a fun day, and it's a great place to come and enjoy yourself. Typically, it's a $5 admission. Today, it's free, so you can come out here. You don't have to spend a nickel, or you can come out and have all the fun you want.
I love it. And typically, like, let's say later on this afternoon, I mean, this area, it's just packed full of people, right?
Yeah, directly below us is what we call the paddock, and that's where the horses will come in from the barns back in behind us, and they come over here, they get saddled. Just to the left is what we call the general mission apron, and that'll have all kinds of people. It's a great place to view the horses as they enter onto the track, and they parade them right in front of everybody so they get a good look at them before they exercise, warm up, and break from the gates.
Yeah. For those who just may not be, be new to Arizona, not familiar that Turf Paradise is here, you wouldn't think you can catch horse racing in the desert, but you can. I know you're saying you're from Kentucky. That's typical. We think Kentucky, think horse racing, but Arizona, not so much.
Well, one of the biggest challenges I have, I moved here September 1st with this acquisition, and unfortunately I'm single, so I sit there and I typically eat at a restaurant late at night, leaving from here, and I interview people while I'm sitting at the bar, and about 80% of the people tell me the track's not open, and I say, no, it really is, trust me. So that's why we're doing the free admission. Yeah. We know there's great history here. It's the 70s.
Wow, isn't that great with the free admission? It sounds like it's going to be a really